Imagine waking up one morning to discover that an entire civilization is on the brink of disappearing. A magnificent city filled with palaces, temples, and unimaginable wealth, destined to vanish beneath the ocean. No survivors, no ruins, just a tale penned thousands of years ago. The legend of Atlantis. But was Atlantis real? This story originates not from ancient maps or archaeological digs, but from one man, the Greek philosopher Plato. In the 4th century BCE, he introduced Atlantis in 2 dialogues, Timaeus and Critias, describing it as a powerful island civilization beyond the Pillars of Heracles, typically linked to the Strait of Gibraltar. Plato painted Atlantis as extraordinarily wealthy and powerful, with a civilization that controlled vast territories, boasted great armies, and constructed colossal structures. At its heart stood magnificent temples, encircled by concentric rings of land and water, an idealized version of civilization. According to Plato, Atlantis had an advanced engineering system, with channels for water flow and waterways for ships. Enormous walls protected its districts, and at the center was a grand temple dedicated to Poseidon, the Greek god of the sea. Its wealth was such that buildings shimmered with precious metals, including orichalcum, a mysterious and valuable material. However, power corrupts. Plato noted that the Atlanteans grew increasingly ambitious, seeking to conquer other civilizations, notably Athens. When they turned their sights on Athens, the Athenians bravely resisted and triumphed, defeating the mighty Atlantean army. Then came the catastrophe. Earthquakes and floods, vanishing in a single day and night. A rapid destruction that saw buildings crumble, walls shatter, and water flood the streets, submerging an entire civilization. But where was Atlantis? For centuries, explorers have sought it. Some placed it in the Atlantic Ocean, others around the Mediterranean. One compelling theory points to Santorini, a Greek volcanic island that experienced one of history's largest eruptions, devastating the Minoan civilization with massive explosions and tsunamis. The catastrophe resonates with parts of Plato's narrative, yet Santorini doesn't perfectly align with Plato's Atlantis. Despite extensive searches, archaeologists have found no definitive evidence, no confirmed ruins, no inscriptions, no artifacts that validate Plato's descriptions. Some historians argue that Plato invented Atlantis as a philosophical allegory, a cautionary tale about the perils of arrogance and greed in powerful societies. What if, however, Plato was recalling a real civilization? What if the legend stemmed from memories of an ancient disaster, passed down through generations until it evolved into myth? More than 2,000 years later, one question lingers. Was Atlantis a real city swallowed by the sea? Or merely a fictional creation by Plato that achieved immortality?